Hey, welcome in everybody. It's going to be another video showing some Guns N' Roses stuff that I got over the last few months. So it's going to be a Guns N' Roses collection video, and it's also going to be a vinyl record collection video. So a couple of videos kind of combined into one. Now, if you're a follower of the channel, you are probably aware that I went to the Daytona 500 in February. And one of the really cool and weird things about that race was Erik Jones ran a Guns N' Roses car, and it was extremely random. They weren't really promoting anything. They just randomly ran the car and unfortunately wrecked. But I was surprised to see at the race they actually had some merchandise. They had a shirt, and I saw people walking around with it. And I was immediately like, well, I got to go get that shirt, 100%, because Guns N' Roses is my favorite band of all time, and NASCAR is one of my favorite sports, and it was honestly my first ever favorite sport. So it was just so weird, and going to the race and everything, it was just like all the stars aligned, and I was like, I gotta get that shirt. So I went to their merchandise trailer outside of the track, and they didn't have my size. I think that they still had some in stock, but it was like different sizes, not mine, unfortunately. But I knew that I had to purchase it online and get it in my collection. So that's what I did a few days after the race. It might have even been the next day, honestly. And it shipped pretty quickly. It shipped at the end of March. And I also bought 124 diecast and a 164 diecast and said those would ship at least by November. And I checked the other day, and I think the 124 should be ready at the end of the month here in August. And the 164 is already ready. I've already seen it physically, well, not in person, but I've seen the physical diecast online. So I was hoping that they would send me that in the mail by itself since it's already out, but they haven't yet. So I assume they're just gonna ship it with the 124 whenever they get that done. But no rush. It's not a huge deal or anything. Definitely want that in my collection though. Can't wait to see those. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at this shirt. Just gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit, and then we're gonna get started here. So it's a Legacy Motor Club team shirt, obviously, as you can see up here on the top. The front doesn't have too much on it. It's mostly black, but here in the pocket area doesn't have a pocket, but has the Guns N' Roses logo with Erik Jones's car, and also the Legacy Motor Club logo and the NASCAR logo. Now, the fuck is that? I'm not gonna lie, I am a little disappointed when I first saw this, because if you look here, I am not a big fan of this print. It's very grainy, it's not very clear, it's just a little sloppy, especially, mainly the car. There's a lot of grainy white spots, and it's just kind of blurry and distorted a little bit. All right, the back of the shirt. So I like the red and blue, and I really don't even mind the design with the Guns and the Roses and the red behind the car in the middle. I really don't have any issues. It says Erik Jones on the top too. The only issue I have, which is, definitely an issue, if we get closer here and really start to analyze it, once again, the quality, I don't know. Once again, it's just grainy on the car, really grainy. It's you can just see all these little spots, and just not the best quality. But some might say, well, that's the design, and I don't know. I don't really know why they would do that. I mean, you can see some of the grainy on the actual letters of the Guns N' Roses, so maybe it's supposed to be the design. I mean, it doesn't look that bad on the letters here, but the car, I just don't think that's necessary. I don't think it looks that good. It's not a huge deal, it's just a shirt. I'm glad to have it still. But definitely something I immediately noticed, and it's the front and the back. I just really worry after a few washes. This is just really going to be not the best quality here. It's just really, I feel like it's really going to start deteriorating. It's going to be even more distorted than it already is. So a little disappointed with this shirt, not even gonna lie. I did check online. I'm like, maybe I'm just like, maybe I got a bad one or something. But I looked at the pictures and it's like you have to really look up close in the pictures. They don't even let you zoom in, but if you look really close, you can see the graininess in the pictures. So to me, it's like, okay, I guess it's supposed to be like this, and I guess that's technically what they advertise, but it's not obvious in the pictures unless you look really close. But yeah, Eric Jones, Guns N' Roses, Legacy Motor Club, NASCAR car, and t-shirt. Still cool to have in the collection. Up next, we're gonna take a look at a record. This is an Appetite for Destruction original with the classic cover from 1987. Now, once again, if you follow the channel, you saw my last video where I showcased a bunch of records. A lot of them I got from a coworker just as a donation to the collection. And as I said in the video, there were some in the video that I didn't show that I am gonna keep for another video, and this is one of them because it's Guns N' Roses. So let's go ahead and take a look here. This is the cover, iconic cover. Looks like maybe a little chewed up on the sides. Not a huge deal to me. I mean, obviously I would want it in like pristine condition, but you know, getting it for free, it's not a big deal. Gotta love the little cigarettes on the skull for Slash and Izzy. Yeah, but the cross, it's also weird seeing Axl with that type of hair. You know, used to him with like the straight hair. So that's the cover. Then the inner sleeve showcases the original cover, the band cover, the robot rape scene. I really want to get an original cover one in my collection one day. That is definitely a goal of mine. They do exist and they're a lot of money. And here's the record itself. Geffen. Here's the back. Once again, iconic picture from Robert John. Remember when I was a little kid and getting the CD for the first time and just staring at this picture and just analyzing it. Just really analyzing it. You know, multiple beers. You know, Slash, the big whiskey bottle. Izzy just looking cool as shit. Yeah, got the songs, got some credits and stuff. Logos. And then the band members and their titles and everything. Slash obviously looks really out of it. Probably drunk. Pretty classic for back then. His top hat right there. All the cowboy boots. Steven just so happy to be in the band. Only had a few more years left before his issues got him kicked out. Here's the back of the inner sleeve. This is pretty basic. Kind of just like a white background and black font for the most part. Just the lyrics to all the songs and stuff. Then some more credits and whatnot. And then, you know, a little Easter egg, which some people may not know about. They have a quote here: with your bitch slap rapping and your cocaine tongue, you get nothing done. Which is a line from You Could Be Mine, which would be released 4 years later on Use Your Illusion 2. One of their most famous songs. I also was reading some of the thanks here. I thought it was interesting how they had, you know, Special thanks to all those who taught us hard lessons by attempted financial sodomy, the teachers, preachers, cops, and elders who never believed. It's just interesting because I know, like, I feel like everyone's at least had that in their mind at one point or another in life, like, you know, about really amounting to something and somebody not believing and just really wanting to prove them wrong and stick it in their face. And this is one of those examples. Once again, a little damaged, a little crinkle here. Not a big deal. Not perfect quality. It's from 1987. And then, yeah, side B to the actual album. Excuse me, R. I forgot they do G on one side and then R on the other. A little dusty. To be expected. All right, let's go ahead and zoom out. There they are. So, new Guns N' Roses t-shirt that is incorporated with NASCAR and Eric Jones, Legacy Motor Club. And then my first ever original Appetite for Destruction with the classic cover, not the original cover. Hope you all enjoyed. I am going to see Guns N' Roses next month in Hollywood. Very excited about it. Hopefully they will play Perhaps, and hopefully Perhaps will be released by then. I would be pretty surprised if it wasn't released by then. But I mean, maybe I wouldn't. This is Guns N' Roses after all. But we'll see. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.